Hey guys, I'm Gigi from Cali Interviews, and I'm here with
Jamal Johnson. Hey, how's it going, everybody?
could be better. We're gonna get straight into the question. The first question: what's the best childhood memory?
Wow, my best childhood memory. I think it definitely would be going to see plays. I went to see several plays with my parents. Specifically, I went to go see amazing ones like Dreamgirls and Fences, and I think that's where the passion of me becoming an actor became is going to see those plays. And so definitely that was one of my most amazing childhood memories.
Favorite play that you've seen?
I think my favorite play that I've seen live was Fences, and that's one of the plays that really impacted me in becoming an actor. Just the story of the husband and wife and the son, and him being an aspiring athlete. I think it was very impactful to me at a young age, because I also played football and basketball, so it kind of really hit home for me when I was younger. So definitely Fences was up there high on the list. I mean, they adapted it into a movie, and so we all know that when you adapt something from the stage to a feature film, it goes to show how amazing it is. I'm sure they'll probably do the same thing with Hamilton.
What play would you have liked to be in if you were able to be in it, other than the one that you just said?
Wow. I think one of the plays that I would probably like to have starred in would be Raisin in the Sun. The one with that Sidney Poitier was most known for. It would be amazing to be in that role live in New York on the theater. I think that his character was Walter Younger, if I'm not mistaken, but that would have been an amazing play to be in and to be in now.
That sounds interesting. I don't think I'd be able to do that, though. I could barely talk in front of people now. Okay, next question. If you were able to do something over again, what would you do over?
If I could do something over again in life, I think it would be maybe to never take the small break that I did with acting. I took a small break with acting because I started to get discouraged. I'm discouraged because, you know, with the introduction of social media and just everything online, it's so competitive now. It's not just about your talent or your craft. You have to have, it's so much more of a business now than it is before. And so I kind of got a little bit discouraged, and I took a little break, but now I'm back in full effect, and I'm back to fulfilling my true passion, which has always been acting. And so I think that's kind of what I would do if I could change it.
Oh, I think now you have to have a certain amount of followers on Instagram and stuff.
Absolutely.
I've heard.
Yeah,
that must really suck if like you're not into social media.
Yeah.
You kind of have to be forced into it.
Yep.
Oh God.
Yeah.
What is one thing that you're proud of?
One thing that I'm proud of, I would definitely say is I independently took the initiative to audition for the prestigious American Academy of Dramatic Arts, and I got accepted into that school in New York City, and I had never lived in New York before, and you know, I made that trip and attended their summer week intensive program, which was amazing for me. And I think I did it at a time that it was shortly after my father passed away, and he had always told me, hey son, you can do anything in your life. You could be a doctor, lawyer, Indian chief, an actor. Just put your mind to it and never give up. Always chase your dreams. And you know, his death kind of, it was, you know, although it was sad, I know he's in a better place, but it inspired me to pursue those dreams, and getting the opportunity to audition for that prestigious theater school and attend there was amazing. So that's kind of one of my huge accomplishments.
How was that fast life? Like go, 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 go.
It was definitely different. You know, New York is a whole separate pace than California. The weather is different. The public transportation is a lot more efficient in New York. I lived a little bit north and in New Rochelle, and so I had to take a 45-minute train ride just to go into Grand Central Station, and then catch the 6 down to Madison, which is where the school is located near Madison Square Garden. And so, you know, it was an experience. But I love the experience, and I love New York, and I've kind of been back often ever since. And yeah, it was amazing for me.
That's fat. That life ain't for me. Everybody's moving, and I like to look, and they're like, "Move out my way! I'm trying to get to work or my destination." If you were able to talk to somebody back in history, who would you have liked to talk to, and ask a question? And what would that question be?
That's a wonderful question, by the way. I think one of the most one of the people that I would love to have spoken to in history would be Dr. Martin Luther King. My father was able to be on program with him when my father was a child, and he actually got his signature.
That's
and
cool.
So that's an amazing thing. But I think just having the chance to go back in history and ask him the question of what gave him the inspiration to try to seek change in the world. That's the question I would have asked Dr. Martin Luther King, because it takes so much it takes some insurmountable sense of confidence and inner strength and power to decide, hey, I want to see change here in the world, in this country, and asking him what inspired him to do that, from the sense of what gave him that confidence to do that. I would love to hear that answer from Dr. Martin Luther King.
Yes, because we need all the help we can get here.
Absolutely.
Your younger fans that want to become actors, what would you like to tell them? Or what would be the advice you would give them?
I think the advice to all you young actors out there, young, middle-aged, old, whatever it is, never give up. Always continue to chase your dreams, and know that this is as much as of a business as it is your talent. Before, it was really about just your talent, but as I alluded to earlier, it's really a business. So you have to understand and treat yourself as a product, and you utilize as much as you can to make that product great. I mean, now it's about social media. It's about making sure you're working continuously on your technique, your craft, and building relationships with all these other actors and writers and producers and directors out there, and try to create projects on your own. But the most important thing is never give up on your dreams.
Yes, advice that I will take and I will keep. Let me think. If you were able to bring somebody back for a day, any person, who would you bring back?
Wow. If I could bring somebody back for a day, I think it would be my grandmother. My grandmother was a huge inspiration to me. She could sing, actually, and she was such a people person. She was so alive, and to have her see me on the screen, whether it's on television or on the big screen, would be amazing, because she was this amazing woman, and just feeling her love. I miss her love and the confidence that she gave me to do whatever I wanted to do. So my grandmother, absolutely.
See, I probably wouldn't bring nobody back, because going through that struggle, for them to, let's say they leave,
Yeah.
you're going to go through that whole heartbreak over again.
That's true.
I'm not ready for all that. To be sad all over again. Do you have any kids?
I do.
So what would you tell your daughter or your son? I think it's a daughter, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, just want to make sure. Advice on boys, because at some point your daughter's gonna start dating.
Yeah.
It might not be the best boys. What advice would you give her?
So my advice would be, don't even think about dating any boys. You listening, Jordan, right now. Don't even think about dating any boys until you get to college. But even when you get to college, they're going to have to come meet me, and they're going to have to meet all my guns that I have. And I'm talking about my guns in my arms right here and the other guns. So my advice would be, don't try it.
Oh my God, that's so funny. Okay, her first heartbreak, or like anybody's first heartbreak, because they're gonna go through a heartbreak at some point.
Oh man, my first, for her first heartbreak, I would console her as a father, ask her what happened, then I would go knock on that boy's door and beat him to a pulp. And if his parents tried to do anything, the father, I would beat him to a pulp. So, that's the only thing I could say. I'm sorry, but so for all you guys even considering to date my daughter when she gets older, you better watch out, and you definitely better not give her any heartbreaks.
He gonna come get you. Your social medias.
My social media, my Instagram and Twitter are Jamal Johnson __. Facebook fan page is The Real Jamal Johnson. Stay tuned for my on-demand comedy series coming in April called Down and Out. And it's the story of two guys trying to pursue their careers in the entertainment industry and the hilarious true-to-life experiences that they deal with. And I play the role of one of the main characters, music producer, kind of channeling my inner Dr. Dre. And also stay tuned for my short film called Blank Lives Matter that is a play kind of on the Trayvon Martin case, and I play the father of a slain teenage son that was wrongfully killed, and my wife and I decide to take revenge.
That will be an amazing play. Can't wait to watch. Follow him on his social medias. Bye, guys.
See you later.